again with another Crawlspace encounters. Got another one here. Let's check it out. Alright, what do we got here? Oh, got a little bit of standing water here. Got our hot water tank. Some more standing water. Now we did have some rain here just the other day. Looks like it's still hanging out down here. Let's get some of these spider webs out of the way. What do we got here? Looks like we got some fungus. Let's take a moisture reading right here. 16.6%. It's pretty good. Not too bad considering it is August. It's about 80, almost 80 degrees. It's pretty early in the morning. Let's see what we got here. Well, we got some ductwork. This is an older house here. Look at these original 2x. Look at that. That's some pretty solid wood. The water's always concerning. You always want to make sure you take care of that stuff. A drainage system of some kind. That's not really good. Check out the water heater. See how that just starts to rust up over here. We got a bunch of droppings here from mice or chipmunks. Exposed wires right there. Not good. You know, water and any electronics in the crawl spaces are not very good to have. You wonder why the wear and tear happens so quick. So you definitely want to just keep an eye on things. Well, we got some drill holes here. These drill holes mean that this house at one time was treated for termites. What do we got here? We got some more water over here. This crawl space definitely needs what we call an interior French drain system. Where you trench around the perimeter foundation walls of the crawl space, at least down below the footer. Put in a corrugated piping system, some gravel. Take it down to a sump pump. Always take it down to a sump pump so you can know that it's always active and working. And you want to put the sump pump probably at the lowest part of the crawl space, which will probably be right over there. And you don't want this water lingering around. It's going to cause more issues. And we're just trying to see what's the best route to take here. I figure we keep going this way. Yeah, the water is definitely this is a block foundation. So water is coming in right below the footing area. It's definitely something you want to just keep an eye on. Got 16% moisture readings, 15 and a half, 16. Still pretty good. All right, let's keep going here. Definitely a lot of mice poop. So this crawl space has no insulation, which you know what I'm actually a fan of. Here in this region, southeast region of our country, insulation in a crawl space is not really that necessary. A lot of chipmunks and A lot of critters like to get up in there, snakes. So you can see here, get yourself a nice spider here. Something been chewing through this duct line right here. Looks like probably a mouse. If they ever had any mice issues in the house, that's probably the reason why. I mean, these little critters can find their way in anywhere they want. Here you go. Definitely some more areas where water has been getting in. So this has been going on for a minute. Now keep this in mind. You know, you treat the house for termites with a chemical. Okay? So they shoot the chemical down to kind of place a barrier to prevent termites from coming to your home. But if you have water getting in through the foundation, guess what it's doing to that chemical? It's trying to protect the house. Yeah, it's washing it away. So the integrity of that chemical is void, and most companies actually have a contract. Read your insurance policies on your contracts that talk about, what they'd be responsible for repairs when it comes to moisture. So if it's messing with the integrity of the chemical, then it can void your repair portion of your termite policy. So you always want to look into that. Definitely always take care of your moisture problems. You can see all the mineral buildup here on your copper lines. Not good. That in time, starts to deteriorate. And then there you go. Here we go. Here's an old termite mud tube right here. That's a subterranean. See if I can get some better light on here. Here we go. That's an old subterranean termite mud tube. Doesn't look active. See, the problem with termites is they can find a way, let's say right through that block foundation, find their way up through some cracks and crevices. Before you know it, you got subterranean termite problems. Now I'm thinking that is not active, that is something previous. Let's just squeeze up underneath this plumbing over here. And there we go, we got ourselves a little frog. Now keep this in mind, frogs love moisture. If you see any critters that love moisture and that are in your crawl space, that's not usually a good sign, like snails and frogs. There's a frog right there. It's pretty cool. Hey buddy, what you doing down there? Hanging out? Well, I'm hanging out, enjoying this little puddle of water. That's not supposed to be here. Yeah, so you gotta keep this in mind. Also, if you get a home inspection done to the home, if you're trying to sell the house, part of the home inspections literally talk about moisture. And every state varies. But here, in this state, in South Carolina, we do have our moisture, our inspection reports that do talk about moisture. That can interfere with the sale of a house, sometimes even a refinance on a house. But you always want to stay on top of everything. Some discoloration on the wood beams, but you always want to take care of these things as much as you can. A lot of times when your air conditioning system unit is outside, you can see all the cracks, you can see all the entry points all the way around. These are just areas where snakes, mice, chipmunks, anything really that can come in here and disrupt your crawl space. Remember, you want to keep this place dry. You want to keep it healthy. You can already see some powdery white mildew growing on that floor joist right there. Those are the beginning signs of moisture conditions that have to be taken care of. Here in the back side, we got 17.6%. We're in the yellow, which still, it's not great, but it's not good.
Well, another one down here.
Thank
you for hanging out with Crawlspace Encounters.
If you want to protect your house
have
even
a good
better
one.
than that, obviously you want to maybe seal off that crawl space and throw in a a dehumidifier down here to kind of help with the humidity because it feels a little stuffy down here. But the water intrusion in the crawl space definitely does not help at all.